I am an American fighting man. Dsmv. Don't share my vote. Don't share my vote. I remember working for Ronald Reagan. If you want to go back to this guy you worship so much and know this, 1987, when I made it to permanent party, I was still 17 years old, and Ronald Reagan was my supervisor. You might say boss, but I don't think of too many people like my boss, And George Herbert Walker Bush became the president in 1989. Reagan's vice president became the vice president, and they shut down the Soviet Union, the USSR. And I was there for that, and I didn't care. I just didn't care. I mean, I should have cared, because Reagan was the guy that said to Gorbachev, the guy that had that big fucking birthmark on his head, the mark of Judas. He had said to him, Mr. Gorbachev, tear down that wall. And Mr. Gorbachev didn't. Evidently, the Germans came in with fucking hammers and took it down themselves against all things, just like the fucking Boston Tea Party. The government didn't want us doing that, but the people said, "Ah, fuck you." They lost their minds and went rogue. Dsmv. Don't share my vote. I'm coining a term. I'm coining this thing. It might become an organization one day, but I'm putting it out there. Don't share my vote. See, at the time, I was in the military. We were discouraged from voting because they wouldn't want us to have some personal fucking win or lose when it came to fighting for the government and the people. They didn't want us deciding that somebody wasn't going to be a good enough boss for us, and screw the boss. Screw him! Screw the government! And sorry, I just did my Anthony Hopkins impression. But what I see happening right now, the federal government is trying to get to the states. The states run voting. It's constitutional. And the federal government's coming in and saying, we want all of your voter roll stuff, the people that are on the voting logs that are not redacted. We will know their name, their number, their emails, their everythings. Why would they need to know that? It's my vote, and I'll do what I want. It's my vote, and I'll think what I want. It's going to the courts. And right there out in California, they said, no, we're not giving you the 23 million people we've got, who they are, where they are, and what. They'll be able to tell who they voted for. I'm sure of that. So they'll start riding the people themselves. And there are like 3 red states, like Mississippi and Tennessee, something. Let's just throw Mississippi and keep it there, because that's where my Aunt Pat was fucking my Uncle Ray. The truth is, if they know who we are, where we are, who we vote for, and they find big clumps of people to vote the same way, that's probably where they're going to send people in with ice. Oh, meat, don't do it. And if you're retired, stand against them. Say something out loud. I know they'll threaten your pension, but you're the kind of guy we need right now. And so there are states standing up with their own rights and saying, screw you. Screw them. Anthony Hopkins. Screw the government. Yeah. Legends of the Fall. The truth is, I do want somebody out there to start some organization. Why not, right? Ain't it fun if that's the sort of thing you like to do? I don't want to tell anybody what to do any more than I want to be told what to do. I'm just sitting here. I'm allowed to sit here and giggle because I see the fucking nonsense. I am true independent. I see the bullshit on both sides. You won't see me talk too much about what the Democrats are doing over there, but that's simply because we are in the process of trying to save a fucking nation right now. The Republicans, they're not Republicans. They're MAGA. They are a fucking, like, very young movement. So now you got Democrats who are used to dealing with Republicans who have been around for a very, very long time. They can work things out. You got the MAGA over there. Imagine if MAGA really took over. What that means is that this democracy has been destroyed, and we're moving into a new era of governance. And what do we know about new eras of governments? Look at Saddam Hussein. Look at all these fucking people. These are countries that go through this shit continuously, year after year. They last about 7 years at the most, and then there's another fucking people that come in. Everybody has to keep changing their rules. Are you sick of having to change your rules just yet? Wasn't it nice when people were doing jobs behind the scenes and you didn't have to deal with it because you knew when you said, I'd like to change the world, but I don't know what to do, I leave that up to you. It's because you fuckers have the education to know better. You've trained in this stuff. You've been waiting your whole life to tell people what to do, but you're supposed to be doing it with what has been said already. We just are supposed to trust you to do the right things and understand, well, if something went wrong, I guess we'll never hear about that. And we get to go about our business. Don't share my vote. That sounds like saying don't steal my vote, even. Dsmv, put it any way you want. But what I know is somebody that upheld the Constitution during the time I said I would, at the very least, and to this day mostly do. But you can't hold me accountable. I'm not in office. You fucking people. Dsmv. Don't share my fucking vote.